everybody, Gingershadow here, and welcome to, well, this might be a mod review, considered it might be something else. I'm not entirely certain what I'm titling it as yet, but welcome to the One Piece mod Mammoth Nomi on 1.15.2 Minecraft. It recently just got an update, adding in 20 new devil fruits to it, and a thing I've been wanting to do for a while, because, like, this mod's known for having tons of devil fruits, now it's just added a load more. And, like, for ages, whenever I do reviews, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm not going to go through all of them. That would take too long. I want to do a video where I go through all of them, and just we'll see how long it takes. Because I've been wanting to do one for a while, and now that 20 new devil fruits have been added, now I've decided, yes, this is the time to do it. It will take a ridiculously long time. Maybe. I don't know yet, but we're going to go through them all. So, as of the recent update, there are now 72 devil fruits in this mod. And effectively, I just want to go through them and see what they do and and just go through them all bit by bit. And just have a bit of fun with it. So, right, let's get started, shall we? Oh yeah, also if you want to, let us know in the comments, what is your, like, top 5 devil fruits? Yeah, from the show, from the mod, your choice, but just let us know. Ba-dum-ba-dum. But right, starting us off, we have got the zone devil fruits. So we're going to go through them bit by bit, because if I just start going through them randomly, I'll end up missing ones. So let's not do that. Let's go through them thing by thing. So we get 3 different types of devil fruit mainly. You get the zone, the Parshey, and the Logia. We're going to do the zone types first. The 72 devil fruits, there are 15 zones. A bunch of them just got added in the recent update. Like, half of them are from the recent update. At least the update was very zone heavy, and it was very good. The zones we saw from it were incredible. Like this one, for example. The Gkg Nomi model Leopard, which was Rob Litchie's fruit. So, going into that, not a huge number of moves, but, you know, a lot of zones are quite basic like that. A lot of zones, the main thing of them is when you go into your zone forms, you'll get enhanced strength, sometimes extra defenses, speed and things. It's a very physical type of fruit. But yeah, so, we can turn into a leopard. Huzzah! We can turn into a hybrid leopard, which I'm going to be honest, without the Rob Litchie suit, looks kind of odd. For our third move, we've got a lovely jump, so we can jump really high. And, oh yeah, as I mentioned, we do more physical damage, so we do a whopping 4 to 5 damage rather than just our 1 physical punch. And on top of that, we've got a claw swipe, which just does a lot of extra damage upon hit. Very simplistic, very simple, but yeah, if you want it, like, can move a bit quicker, it gives you a leap, it could be a fun for it to play around with, you know? Going on from there, the Ushishinomi model bison. No. Ushishinomi model giraffe, never mind. The bison one's for later. So, Badoo, this one, same kind of as before. Only got a couple of moves. You get enhanced physical abilities. You can turn into a giraffe hybrid. Cool. Looks a bit weird, but cool. Yeah, you do not really much more damage as a giraffe. Okay, you go into full giraffe mode, if you fancy it, which, you know, I don't really know when it would be advantageous to become a giraffe, but the option is there. And again, you do a little bit more damage, a little bit stronger. And then you get your third technique, which is basically you hitting things really hard with your neck. Next up, Ushishinomi model bison. This time it is the bison for huzzah, huzzah. So, the bison, pretty much all of them got the exact same thing going on, where they've got, yeah, your animal form, then your hybrid form. This one has a passive though, Bison Smash. Running into enemies deals damage and knocks them back. Can only be used while on your bison walk point. So, in this case, ba-doom. Oh wait, this is a hybrid mode. Well, the hybrid mode, you punch a bit harder, cool. Other mode, yeah, so now you've got your walk mode, which in this case, as it mentioned, you've got to charge things, so then when you run into things, you hurt them, because it makes sense, you're a bison. Also, yeah, I do enjoy the models for this. I think the new models for some of the newer ones are, like, better than some of the older ones, just because, arguably, they picked a lot cooler animals for some of the newer ones, but yeah. Anyway, third technique, it's just a straight charge, we do some damage, and fourth technique, it says you have to do while you're in your other form. But it's gonna be just, it's a punch. It's a punch where you hit things. Next up, Gkg Nomi, which I believe is the elephant fruit. It's gonna be fun trying to remember what the animals and stuff are. Yeah, the elephant fruit from that one sword that ate it. Because that's a thing in One Piece. I wonder if that'll ever be a thing in the mod. They introduce the ability to have inanimate objects eat devil fruits. Probably not. It's a bit weird. We still don't understand how it works. But with One Piece moving into its final, you know, chapters, maybe we'll learn how some of that stuff works. Maybe we'll actually figure out some of its secrets. But yeah, so as an elephant, we don't get the charging feat or anything like that. Cool. Our third technique apparently just lets us hit things. Cool. It looks like we've got a stomp technique. Yes, we do. Can stomp down. We've got a toss technique, which gives us a little charge. We've got what looks like a bigger stomp technique, but we have to be in our hybrid form for that. I do enjoy the hybrid models. They look ridiculous, which is... They look ridiculous. That's the thing in One Piece. They look ridiculous. The hybrid forms tend to look ridiculous. I to this day think Chopper in his hybrid form looks ridiculous. Here we go. The Ushishinomi, one of the new ones. So this is a Rhino, which also gets the Rhino Smash passive, which is basically the same as the Bison one, where if you're in your running form, you do damage running around. Which makes sense. Again, you're a Rhino. Makes sense you do damage while you're around. Also, yeah, again, no, like, the model for the new one, I really dig this Rhino model. Like, I actually think this looks really good. So, I mean, the other ones look good too, but, like, I think this looks really good. Like, I like this one more, basically. But anyway, we've also got a charge. Oh, God, I fell in the water. Luckily, I got out of it really quick. And we've got our hybrid form, which makes you look like that guy from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Next up, the Gkg Nomi, which don't even need to look this one up. I know this one. I've been very acquainted with this one because I've used it before. It's the Momo fruit, which... It's a weird fruit. Like, okay, we can turn into a mole person. That's kind of it, though. You don't turn into, like, just a straight mole. You turn into a mole person. So that's the thing. So you've got your claw technique. Okay, so we can hit things to do more damage, right? We've also got... Yeah, there we go. The mole digging technique, which... Okay, it's not exactly impressive, the mole person, but, like, it's got some pretty good digging potential. Like, you don't get the blocks... Oh, no, sorry. You do get the blocks, but the blocks don't fall. They just go straight into your inventory, so you need to make sure you get space for it. But, like... You can just mine, like, you can mine for miles. It's a mole. What do you expect it to do? Like, it can mine tons. It's not great physically for fighting, but if you were in a team and you wanted, like, a nifty underground base, mole fruit for the win. Ah, this fruit's caused me bother. So the reason why I've started off as a mink, the Hito-Hito-Nomi, aka the human fruit. So what does it do? Well, right now, I'm a mink, so if I build up my door key, so if we do the command / door key and I put it to 10,000, at this point now, I'll have all my door key abilities, my electro. Cool. If you eat the Hito-Hito-Nomi, you become human. So, you gain some enlightenment. Cool. So now, rather than having our electro, we now have the 6 power techniques. Cool. I mean, the human stuff, 6 powers, they're really good. It is really cool. So, we do get the thing for Devil Fruit. Like, having a devil fruit. Like, we get the effect of it. All it's done now is make us human. It's done nothing for us. We don't learn any techniques that can really get cancelled for it, because these techniques... Well, okay, they do get like, all your techniques get cancelled, but, like, you know, it's nothing that, like, normally get cancelled. We were just a plain human. It's such a weird fruit. But the thing is, it's also permanent. If I use the command to remove the devil fruit, I'm still human. It's one of those weird fruits that just kind of... It's different. It makes you human. It keeps you human. It doesn't go away when you take away the fruit. So at that point, you need to go through the character creator again and turn yourself back into a mink or something. So, yeah, that's one of those fruits that's just... If you became a cyborg or a mink or a fishman, you really wanted to be a human, you could. But it seems like a wasted elephant slot. It's just such a weird fruit. But anyway, a more interesting fruit. Hito-Hito-Nomi. Model. Daibutsu. It's the Buddha fruit, basically. It's a mythical zone. This one makes more sense. This one is actually quite interesting. So, right. We've got Buddha mode. You become a shining beacon. You become enlightened, truly. And then you've got your Buddha. Well, it's basically just you hating things, isn't it? So we just go bop. There we go. Yeah, so basically you can do stuff like that. What was it? Son Goku? God, it's actually his name. Cause I'm saying Son Goku, but I still think, no, that's Dragon Ball. But no, that is actually the name used in many things. But yeah, okay, Buddha Fruit. Buddha Fruit is really cool. Buddha Fruit is really weird, but it's really cool in its own way. Okay, now these next 2 fruits are fruits that I personally really enjoy. And the last fruits before we go into the ancient zones and the last mythical zone. Because there are 2 mythical zones in this. One of them's the Buddha Fruit, the other one's the other fruit that we'll get to in a second. And then there's 4 ancient zones, by the looks of it there. Other fruits we've got Zaromaru, Model Axolotl. So this fruit, I couldn't remember where the heck this was from. I'm like, when was an axolotl in One Piece? Apparently, Punk Hazard, the giant poison blob, ate this fruit. Makes sense. So what can you do with it? You can turn into an axolotl. Very cool. Something that was asked to me when I did the review and showed off the axolotl, which yeah, this is axolotl. It literally looks like axolotls from later Minecraft, which is awesome. Look cool. Axolotls are supposed to function in the water though, but yeah, if you go in the water, you lose your ability to do it. So yeah, don't go in the water as the axolotl. That would be a bit silly. You also have a poison spit you can do. So there you go. You can shoot poison. You can also play dead. So I don't know who you think you're filling, mate. And you've got a regeneration property, so you can just heal yourself a bit. So basically, it's just the random nature of like play dead and heal. Basically, it's weird. But as soon as those your hybrid form, yeah. So I think this, from what I've been told, it was put as a joke. It was put as a joke, and I absolutely love it. It's easily my favorite. Yes, it's easily my favorite from the zones because how ridiculous it is. I don't think anyone sees this coming. You could like, sneak into places as an axolotl. Even better if you've got an extra mod in that adds axolotls into the game. You could hide amongst them, which would be awesome. And I think there is one of those in 1.16, which One Piece is apparently moving to at some point in the future. And then suddenly you just go all buff. Like, yes, amazing. Also, other fruit that was there, the Gkg Nomi. Also a very simple fruit, and doesn't really apply much in the way of battle, but it literally lets you become a turtle. So, again, 1.16, win those other turtles, chill out with them, hide amongst them, be in stealth mode, then you go, wah, hybrid form, Master Roshi it, turtle shell on back, and on top of that, just to point out, you do have extra defense while you're in a turtle shell mode, because I think it actually tells you. Yeah, transfer and use a turtle hybrid, which focuses on defense. Oh yeah, also the shell, when you're in this form, if you hold shift, you go back in your shell, which just gives you way more defense. So if you're facing a really powerful enemy and they're launching a really powerful attack, or if you're caught between several people fighting that are really powerful, just retreat into your shell. Retreat into your shell until it's all over and survive the battle. Right, Gkg Nomi model Aliosaurus. So this one's pretty cool. The models for the ancient zones, I think, all look awesome. So there's that. But yeah, so again, like most of the thingamajig, the zone types, not a huge number of techniques. That's fine, you don't need a lot of techniques. You're a physical beast, and in this case, you become a literal dinosaur, which I'm going to be honest, if you try to sort of into that and running at someone, I reckon you can spook people with it. Again, you do... Oh my god, you use your head to attack, I never noticed that. Brilliant! Loving it. But yeah, so hit things, do way more damage. You can do a bite, which is basically just blop. You're going to one-shot. You can also do a tail swipe, which looks a lot better in this form, because you literally spin your whole body. And then your hybrid form, which... Okay, the legs to the body proportions, bit weird, because your body being so square and then everything else being like it is it's always going to look a little bit weird. From the back, it looks great, though. And also, yeah, this is arguably one of my favorite hybrid forms, other than the axolotl and the turtle one, because, like, it does look kind of awesome. I think it looks kind of cool, the whole part dinosaur part thingy. I was like, I think it helps cover up the weird proportions of your body to your legs, having it like this. Next up, Gkg Nomi model Mammoth. So this is the Mammoth Fruit. This is Jack's Fruit from Kaido's crew. And yes, this one's got its own little unique passive ability as well. This one, let's quickly grab all these. It's got the passive ability Trample, because Jack is maybe the walking disaster. While you're in your mode, you trample, well, grass and things like that, just things around. So that's cool. You can also use the third move, which is basically just it tramples but hurts everything that's nearby while it's going off. So that's fun. You got your fourth move, which... Yep, there we go. We just kind of swung and hit someone away. And then we got our last move, which... We're actually just hurting people as we get near them. Can I... Yeah, okay. You can hit someone. There you go. You hit someone, it does more damage. But it's a bit harder when, you know, you're trampling and destroying everyone's near. You also get your hybrid form, which takes the elephant form. It makes you a woolly mammoth. And, yes, it looks mega goofy. As hybrid forms tend to. This doesn't have the trample ability, but it means you can now take your last technique and actually hit things properly. So, yeah. There's Jack's thing. Going on from there, we've got Queen Gkg Nomi model Brachiosaurus. Unfortunately, it doesn't let you fight like a true Brachiosaurus you get, but you know, maybe someday we'll get to see its full potential. But for now, we do get to see some of the stuff that Queen did do. So if we grab a couple of Marines, boop-a-doo, we have got our full mighty giant form. Huzzah! Less intimidating than the... well, just a lot of the other forms. But anyway, you get the bomber technique. Which, yes, as you can see, lets you throw yourself into the air and then land down and explode. You've got... boop-a-doo, if we put some more down. Got your other technique, which... yeah, you have to do your hybrid form. So hybrid form. This is arguably one of the goofiest faces going. It's insane. But yeah, so you've got this form, which is basically... you're bear hugging, essentially. You're just bear hugging. You're grabbing folk, you're bear hugging them. You can also use the bomber technique while you're in this mode as well if you want. So, that's a thing. Also, I'm using creative mode to fly and get out of the hole because I don't want to be stuck in a hole. Actually, wait, I technically have Skywalk. Technically, yeah, if you tag this up with, like, a human abilities and stuff, you could, like... Gippo. Yeah, there you go. You could just Gippo into the air. And then Bomber! Yeah, I think it does the extra damage for being higher up, but yeah, there we go. Anyway, next. Gkg Nomi model... Pteranodon. I don't know how you pronounce it. Hey, I was worried this was going to be a spoiler if I said whose fruit this was. It's King's fruit. And no, it's not a spoiler because we literally saw King turn into it, I think, before we saw Queen's fruit, didn't we? Because he flew over and kicked Big Mom's boat off the waterfall thing. So, yeah, we knew whose fruit this was. This is fine. Has the extra thing. Flying into enemies at great speeds deals damage and knocks them back. Can only be done while you're in your flying point. Cool. So, we've got our flying point, which lets you turn into Birdie. Birdie's flight is fun because, well, for one, you're getting to fly, but two, you seem to get quicker the more you fly, which is nice. But yeah, so King's thing, as we've seen now, is he charges into things and just, spearheads into them and does a little bit of damage. Yeah, that literally happens here. Literally, you can just spear into them if you're flying at great speed. So that's cool. You also just got a jab attack. It just destroys an area and would hurt enemies if it actually hit the enemy. We've got just a flying forward to hit things maneuver. I've got a rapid strikey down technique. I don't know if that's using this creature's full potential or if that's just using, like, a very swift jab. I don't know. People who have read the manga know what I mean by full potential. Like, in the manga, when you see King and Queen do a proper big fight, you see the full potential of the Elfrits. And it's very One Piece. Also, you get the hybrid form, but it's, like, cursed. Like, yeah, it's cursed. And last, but certainly not least, we've got the Nomi model, Phoenix. So, for this fruit, we get a whole bunch of techniques, because it's Markerless fruit, it's a mythical zone, and it's got a lot going for it. On top of that, it got updated slightly in the latest thing to, I believe it added a new move. On top of that, we've got a new counter thing there. Basically, you've got a regeneration amount, like, you'll just passively regenerate while you've got this fruit going. Also, there's the hybrid form, also cursed. Also so cursed. This fly point looks way killer. But yeah, yeah, you got a passive regeneration that just, it'll heal you, and you can heal others with it as well, apparently. So that's cool. But also, third technique. Need to be airborne for that. Okay. Shoot fire out. Yay. Fourth technique. Need to be in assault mode for that. Okay. Wait, hold on. Fourth technique. Okay, fourth technique is actually hitting something. Okay. There you go. So that's passively, or not passively, it's actively healing another person. I think this is new technique up next, the shield. Can I do it while airborne? No, I don't think it is. It's just summoning fire. Oh no, I think the last technique over there was a shield. Yeah, okay, that summons fire energy around you. Now get the sixth technique, which summons fire. Boom. Yeah, shoot out fire and hurt things. Cool. Is it this one's the last technique? I do it while airborne. Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. That just. It's a weird technique. Basically, it's maybe like it's the spinny thing where like he spins around as a shield. So, a click. Creates a spirally bit and he attacks out with it. So yeah, I think it's maybe a shield. I read in like the update thing. He got a new move essentially. Bluebird. While in the air, the user builds up momentum through blue flames to deliver a devastating kick. That is not what that is. Is it this then? While in midair, the user forms a protective swirl of fire in front of it, capable of blocking most attacks. That would be what it is. It was the Fuji. They've got so many different names, I don't remember them. Yeah, okay, so that was a shield technique you get added in. So basically, you can protect yourself from techniques using it if you want to. But yeah, all in the Phoenix fruit, got a bunch of just little bits and pieces done to it for how passive regeneration is going to work. So you got a bunch of healing, but also it can get tapped out if you take so much damage too quickly. You can heal others and all that jazz, and you got a more protective thing. So you're basically just making use of the stuff that Marco's shown. Right, now that we've done that, Paramecia. Right, so if I'm not miscounting, there is a total of 47 Paramecia for us. So a fair few more than what we had before over the 12 zones. But of course, these range wildly from super tons and tons of stuff to do to very few things. It's sort of like a very quick gimmick thing, so... Right, let's start taking a look at these, shall we? So, first up, Gkg Nomi. A perfect example of a gimmick fruit. So this fruit does fickle until you die. And now you're a skeleton. I guess we better grab Soul Sword for this. So, first up, we've got a defensive technique, which basically just makes it so enemies that hit us... We can't move for this, by the way. It makes it so we block techniques coming at us, and it freezes enemies that would try and hit us. Second technique, a quick forward slash that hits enemies and freezes them upon hit. It's basically brick stuff from his icy techniques. And then last technique, which lets you... You can't use this ability in creative. Alright then. If you want to be sticky about it. You've also got, Brick's ability to remove the spirit from the body, which does leave your body just sitting there. But it does let you move through solid objects and da. It is on a timer, so you will eventually run out of time. Also, if you hit water, it will make it go away. Also, if we remove the devil fruit, we should get our body back, yes. Gkg Nomi. So, which fruit is this again? I was going to say Bomb, but no, it's the Munch fruit. This is a classic fruit of a person got this fruit and not really a fan of them. But yeah, so the Munch ability just lets you eat things. You can eat literally just things around you. Cool. You can put them in your inventory as well. Get the Munch cannon, which not enough blocks in your inventory. Alright, grab some blocks. Cannon, it lets you fire the blocks that you picked up. Cool. Also got what I believe is going to be a machine gun fire. Yeah, there we go. So fires out a load of blocks at one time. I get the Munch Factory, which just lets you craft things passively in your inventory. It's an okay fruit. It allows you to use the craft items and blocks without the need for a crafting tool. It's an alright fruit, but you know where it comes from. It comes from waffle, so that always gives it negative points. But I mean, in actual practicality, it's alright. It lets you tear through terrain and munch it and lets you use it as projectiles for ammunition. It's a nice little addition to your arsenal, but there are obviously much better things. Crazy Mitch's favourite fruit. The Horo Nomi. Now, this fruit does have one very sad part. That's the fact that even when you do the hormone things to yourself, you do not in fact grow boobs. Which is something we partially were looking at thinking might happen. But yeah. So, you can literally turn self female or turn other people female and and that's the idea around it. Realistically, it's just you apply effects on the people. So, for example, you apply the weakness effect. I think this one would be healing, technically. Then, we get the third one, the fourth ones. Just read through them. It's basically just injecting folk, though. By injecting with a special female hormones, the user inflicts moderate debuffs on them. Alright. This one, the user injects a target with a special hormone that stimulates the body immune system, healing them. Cool. Also, there's a shift use, so you can use it on yourself. So you can just apply these to yourself. So in that case, shift, click. There we go. So it's made us quicker and more nimble, but we are weaker and nauseated. Neat. We can also shift, heal ourselves. Cool. It's very odd. But yeah, it's also got tension hormone. The user inflicts a target with special hormones, providing a supply of adrenaline that strengthens them. So I believe that's the one they give to Luffy. And by injecting the special growth hormones to the target, their head expands to enormous proportions. I believe that only works on like players and stuff, because it doesn't work on most other things. But in our case, if we use it, it makes our head huge. Also very helpful if you fancy doing the death wink, because that is a projectile that I to this day still don't understand why it's in the hormone fruit, but there you go. So, death wink user winks really hard, creating a shockwave. You can also boost the power by, making your head bigger. So that's the thing. Truly, it's a very fun fruit. Anyway, Gkg Nomi. This one lets you play with your weight. So we can do the 1 kilo press, the 10,000 kilo press, and I think it's new, the 5,000 kilo punch. So in this case, 1 kilo. So it makes us lighter. Great. If you take the umbrella, it also lets you float. Neat. Also, while you're up in there, you can do the very heavy kilo attack. Excellent. It makes you heavy and harder to move. But also, you can do the 5,000 kilo punch, which It essentially makes you really slow because you weigh 5,000 kilos, but in turn, when you hit someone, you hit them with a strength of 5,000 kilos. So, I don't know. I actually really enjoy this fruit. I think it's a really fun fruit to use. It's one I personally like to play around with. Gkg Nomi. To this day, I still can't remember where this fruit's from. People keep telling me and I keep forgetting. But yeah, it has 2 techniques though, so that's fun. So let's get the first technique, which shoots a blast off. Cool. Get the second technique. Does that. It looks quite powerful, but I still to this day don't know where it's from. Oh, Horo Nomi. Okay, so this fruit's fun. So, this is Spirit Negative. It's the ghost fruit. It's from the ghost lady. It lives on these islands. So, basically, yeah, you can kind of use this bit of why are all our body experiences safe for survival? God damn it. There we go. So, basically, they'll let your body just sit there, and you can become a ghost. During which time, you can then use your other abilities to attack things with your little ghost spirity friends. It's a fun fruit. It's a fun fruit. You can't go too far away. As you can see, the screen starts starting if you get too far away, and then we end up zooming back to our body. So there is upper limit. Same with going in water. Not allowed. But if you get your body in a safe place, you can literally just float through an enemy's base and attack them, and they can't hurt you back, really. Maybe hockey could, but yeah. Next up, Ushishinomi, the string fruit. I do enjoy this fruit. This fruit is, in my opinion, quite a fun one. It's Doflamingo split, and yeah, you could do some wild stuff with it. Like, as you can see, it's got tons of abilities, which includes taking over that slot there. Yeah, Black Knight. Bloop. This creates a clone of you that'll fight for you. Then you've got the lovely Bird Cage, which skittish. Yeah, there you go. Creates string cage that will literally cut enemies. And yeah, it is full on string bits. Like, it looks so cool. I absolutely love it. You've got the overheat string, which, oh yeah, you've also got the defense string that puts up a barrier. Cool. Yeah, the overheat string, which is blast and hurts things. You've got, yeah, dropping string onto enemies from the top. You've got the string gun, which just shoots a projectile string. You've got the jumpy ability, which, yeah, this is the one Doflamingo uses for he attaches his string onto clouds or whatever it is. So it's basically like a very, it's kind of like Geppo in a sense. And you can technically layer with Geppo and things like that to give you extra, you know, time in the air. Oh yeah, we also technically have Parasite, you fecker, of course. Of course you died right before. Just, wow, there we go. Parasite. It's just supposed to freeze enemies and stuff. Like, it's a fun little thing. Why on earth? There's a sniper teacher here just shooting all the Marines. Could you not do that, please? I kind of need them for testing purposes. There we go. Ushishinomi. Admiral Devil fruit. Gravity fruit. Very powerful. Very cool. Very fun range of abilities. There we go. Gravity Pill. So, yeah. This is a fun fruit to use on players as well. You can do a gravity effect thing and just plummet them down. Fun. You can summon a meteor. Just casually summon a meteor and destroy everything. Excellent. You need a sword for this ability. Which sword to take? Let's take Ace for this. Sure, why not? There we are. So I've got a gravity slash. Neat. This technique, very fun. Essentially lets you take a block and fly on it. Nice, unless you stay in the air. We've got bloop. I think this is just applying gravity in the air around here. And the last technique, which is charging up. And it pulls the people in. And if you're up there when it does it, it will pull them in up in the air. Also, the gravity block technique does have a timer on it, so like it will eventually run out. But yeah, it's a fun fruit, especially since the fact, yeah, you just casually can throw meteors down. Anything that lets you throw meteors down is going to be a fun time. Nomi, the love fruit. So, Boa Hancock's fruit. Idea being, you hit people with the slave arrows and stuff, and you turn them to stone. So, yep, there we go. So, it's like, it's not like stone, but, you know, same idea. Also shoot bullets of it, and I guess if we grab a load of folk for this. Machine gun! Hold on, empty hand, there we are, yep. Just rapidly shoot them all. There we go. It takes a little bit of charging up to get it going, but here we go. And then we've got our kick technique, which just lets you do extra damage. With love heart effects though, so it's, you know, it's a love-filled kick. It's such a weird fruit, but also like, you can imagine doing that to players, it would mess them up. the Nomi, aka the cage fruit, the bar fruit, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, very simple fruit, but very interesting. So it lets you put essentially bindings on people, so it limits their movements and things. There's also Great Cage, which is kind of like the devil fruit, the string fruit, devil fruit's ability, the bird cage. And then you've got the localized cage. So offensively, not great. Working in tandem with other techniques you've got, along with other people. Could do some wild stuff with it. The Super Nomi. I always see spider, sparkling, and all that stuff, and I always forget which fruit this is. There are some fruits like that. I just see the things for it. I'm like, wait, what fruit is this? And I always forget. Yeah, it's the blade, the sword fruit, Mr. One's fruit. So yeah, you can turn your body all hard as if you're using hockey. Cool. You can cover your fists, so you can deal extra damage. Cool. I've got a spirally sword technique. Got a flowery slash. It looks like a flower. It's basically just you using your body as a blade and really hurting people. And then you've got the ability of turning your feet into blades, so you can then skate around the place. Let me know if I'm wrong. I think this is the blade fruit that Mr. One uses. Yes, I think it is. Gkg Nomi. Oh, I do enjoy this fruit. This is a fun fruit. Also, I believe just got an upgrade. This fruit is now, it used to be a thing of you create barriers. Okay. But it would still let exploding tap behind it. So if someone shot like a big fireball, that fireball would still explode the ground behind it. I believe that's now been changed so that it shouldn't do that, depending on the barrier, obviously. Like, you get the straight barrier, you get the dome barrier, which if you shift-click use, it will tear the barrier around you. You can barrier crash, which sends a projectile out. Barrier fist, which it looks cool. I think, I don't know if that's been altered. That actually looks really good. Oh, I like that. Also, just to show you, we also get the barrier baseball bat, which is just a baseball bat. That's cool. And then you get the barrier staircase, which it goes by the angle you're looking at, so it can be a bit weird depending on like how you position it. But essentially, if you want to, you can have like just a really like near enough straight line to walk over, or yeah, you can have like pretty much like a straight near enough wall going up. Like, okay, I'm now trapped in the barrier. I also just to show this, yeah, you can put the dome around yourself just by shifting and using it. It's a really fun fruit. If you've already got a lot of really powerful abilities, aka if you're like a fishman or a mink or something, and you've already got your abilities for doing attacks, or you've got your sword techniques and things like that, but you just want something that's more utility based. This is what I like using. This is what I found really fun. Gkg Nomi, aka the poison fruit. Who I forget the name of the character that used this. I remember him because in wait, hold on, do I remember him? Oh god, what was his name again? Anyway, he's got the extra ability poison to regen, converts powerful poison applied into regeneration. Cool. So you've got Hydra, which I just sort of messed up there. Also, you can just shoot a sludge ball, which, yeah, this creates poison on the ground. If people touch it, it will affect them, so that's fun. We've got a poison face, body thing going on, so we can poison people just with touching them. Cool. Also, the Hydra again, it's a big dragon, ain't it? Then you've got, yeah, quicker Hydra. We've got the spider thing here, which is basically just creating toxins around you, so if anyone's just nearby you, it will poison them. And then you've got your super technique. Yeah. That alters your poison as well. So now the poison is now red markers, and it will do a lot more to people. This is a very toxic fruit, as you might have assumed. Now going to its complete counter, the Nomi. Well, until you go into the ultimate form anyway. The candle fruit. Again, it's pretty utility based, which is the whole point of it. But as you can see though, it's got a lot of stuff in it. It's got quite a few things going on here. Like, more things than I think I've ever taken a look at. So yeah, you get candle wall, cool. You get candle house, which kinda blocks you in. Okay, you're kinda in the way. Could you like oh god, it's quite a thick one as well. It's literally just to protect you. You've got a cannon technique, cool. You can gress. Oh wait, oh. That wasn't the button I had to use. I was trying to use the lock there. I wanted to use the sword. Whoop. You can create a candle sword, because of course you can. You can just mold the candle to whatever you want. I've got the scythe, or sorry, not scythe, pickaxe. Well, it's kind of like a scythe though. But yeah, basically we just want to make tools. This one gives you tools. I've got candle lock, which is supposed to like, you know, trap them with wax. Neat. We've got this, which seems to be counting dead. Ah, there we go. Mr. 3 special. The wax bull to protect yourself. Also, seems like there's a wax body tech. Oh, wax clones. Please tell me they target people. Hold on. Guys, you want to go for him? They might do. I don't know. You can create kind of people. They seem to be acting as distractions. The other people are going for them. So I don't know if the idea is maybe they are, like, they look like you or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, also last one, Candle Champion, which I believe I had an extra bit there. What did that say? Will active transform story door arcs more into champion fights? Oh. I hadn't seen this. So we can throw hands. Yes. I genuinely had never seen this. Oh my god, it looks ridiculous because of course it does, but I love it. Oh, you can literally just become a candle mech. Brilliant. Okay, Gkg Nomi, the shadow fruit. This is one of those fruits that I find really weird because it's got a bunch of abilities, but like, it's one of those weirder fruits that I have a harder time figuring out how exactly it all works, which is always fun. But yeah, so abilities got a passive. Kagegiri allows the user to cut enemy shadows using a pair of scissors. So in this case, we take a pair of scissors. I currently just grabbed some shadows there just to have them, but yeah. So you can like chop into an enemy. Didn't seem to get them there. Hold on, where were those? Grab some more of you. Does it have to be a player? May have to be a player. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, we'll summon our double ganger. Cool. We'll also teleport and switch places with double ganger. We'll shoot out little bat things. We'll do the black box. Oh wait, the black box thing waste. I think I'm supposed to cover them. Never mind. We've got our third thing, which just summons a shadow up from the ground to hit things. Okay, you've just came running back to me there. Don't know why you've done that, but okay. We've got the bowling ball symbol, which just seems to apply a debuff on the folk. Okay. We've got this, which is summoning shadow stuff around me. Also switching places with my thing. I'm not entirely sure what this one does. But more importantly, yeah, we've got our double ganger army, which that takes the shadows we've got from here to supply them. It's supposed to take the shadows of the people you've killed and like summon them, so it's actually gives you a small army to fight for you. It's such a weird fruit. It's such a weird fruit. It's one of those fruits that's just it's so tricksy in all its abilities. But it could be fun if you can really get into it. Right, next lots of fruit. Gkg Nomi. Here's a nice little simple one. Diamond fruit. So fairly simple how it works. It's basically lets you cover yourself in diamond. It massively increases your defense. You have a straightforward tackle, and you have the ability to essentially roughly diamond up your fists. So you punch that a little bit harder, so when you hit things, tons of damage. It's a fairly simple fruit, but, you know, if you just want extra defenses on top of the ass-kicking techniques you've got from all your other race / sword fighting or whatever abilities, yeah, it's a good fruit for that. Gkg Nomi. Can't remember what this one is. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, it's the flag fruit. So this fruit does literally nothing when you're by yourself. If you're with, like, a squad with, you know, like, a crew, basically gives them a bunch of power boosts because the flag fruit encourages people, it gives them courage, it does all that jazz. So, yeah. Simple fruit, it can go now. And actually, speaking of simple fruits, this is also a very simple one. The Mimi Nomi, the small fruit. It lets you become Ant-Man sized. On top of that, if you got a bit of paper, it acts as a glider. It's a very, it's a little fruit, it's a little power. But I mean, if you have someone running at you, and they suddenly go small, and then they start attacking you, it can be really hard to hit them when they've got a tiny hitbox. So this could actually be quite a fun for if you're invading someone's base and wanted to get them, and they can't just launch, you know, widespread techniques of destruction to murder you. The Doa Nomi, the Door fruit. This is one I used to really like trying, but like, I kind of stopped using it as much. But yeah, so basically, idea of it lets you make doors all over the place. So, for example, yeah, I can use it to walk through this wall area, or teleport through it, because it just does that. I've got a thing where we can basically turn a person's head into a door, a revolving door, so that confuses them. Excellent. And I've got air door, which lets you go into the door dimension. So the idea being you are essentially opening a door in one place and then just teleporting to another place with this door. It's, yeah. Then you come back wherever you want to be. Obviously you can't go over the water and so touch the water by doing it, but it's an interesting fruit. It essentially lets you to freely teleport, like, if you want to. Or you can just move through walls and things, which I find stuff like that always very interesting. Like, when you get JoJo Stand, you get Zipperman, who can, like, teleport through walls. I find that quite fun. I don't know, this is one of those fruits that I just quite enjoy. Wow, Nomi, it's the soap fruit. It's from CP9. It's that woman who fought Nummy and technically Sanji and beat Sanji, but of course she did because, like, everyone beat Sanji. But yeah, so you can cover yourself in soap. Cool. You can shoot soap projectiles. You can get golden soap for golden soap time. It also seems to actually, like, hold people down, so that's fun. And if you get close, it becomes golden-y. It's a weird fruit, but, you know, you get all the fun bubbles, the trapping potential, and the shield, so, you know, it does something. Go with this one next. Gkg Nomi, which... This is one I always remember forgetting, because I believe it's the clue for it. It's the invisibility for it, I think. Is it? Is this invisibility for it? It's the invisibility for it. So, used to just make you go invisible. Now you can also blow people up with invisible rocket launchers. And you get an invisible enhanced punch. It makes people invisible. Okay. I didn't even realize I had that power. That's neat. Okay, this fruit's just a bit... I don't know, I feel like if you used it properly, it'd probably be quite good. It's the silent fruit. You activate it, and everything around you goes quiet, so people won't be able to hear you opening doors and things, or any noise that's getting made from you murdering their friends in our room. It's, you know, assassination pranking type fruit, yes. I had to go appliance in battle. Doesn't do very much other than possibly confuse people, throw people off, not make people realize what's going on around them. So, you could probably find uses for it. Ben Nomi, the spring fruit. This one is the kind of fruit that I end up throwing myself into the ocean because of. So the idea of it lets your legs become springs, which do build up. Oh, fuck. Don't fall in the water. No! Ah! I ruined it. But the whole point of it is, unless you build up spring techniques, so I believe you have to be in... What on earth did I just do? I don't know. Whatever. Point is, if you keep springing, you can spring higher and higher. You also have a technique that lets you spring yourself at enemies. Cool. And then your last technique, which basically just throws a projectile at them. I'm not entirely sure what you're doing. Maybe you're kicking out with your spring legs. Is it Belly? It's Belly's fruit or whatever. It's an alright fruit. It's the kind of fruit that I will literally throw myself in the ocean because of, though. Because I will lose control. Nomi, Scratchman Apu's fruit. It's sound-based, and it is fucking deadly. Like, Apu's got one of those fruits that you're just like... That's actually scary strong. Like, that's scary strong how good that fruit is. Basically, though, yeah, you use it, you can blow people away. Wait, I just... Oh, I literally clap for it. Oh, cool. You can also hit your belly for a drum. Or you can smash your side of your head for... It just hurts everything around you that can hear you. It's just one of those fruits that's just, it's scary good. I've also just realized I think I've still got the spring powers currently on, so I'm currently able to still jump, even though I should have lost them. Anyway, bit Nomi, which is the slime fruit, the snot fruit. I don't know, this is one I don't typically try and use because it is normally not, it's not my preferred type. So, blah, we make ourselves all slimy and nasty. Cool. Alright. We can shoot projectiles of this snotty substance. It slows people down. We can create a shield in front of us to slow enemies' attacks and blah, blah, blah. And we can also apparently do a thing with an arrow there. Wait, what on earth was that technique? Wait, what on earth was that technique? Beta chain. The user shoots a mucus chain, which will propel the user forward, forward where it hit, or grab the entity for the user. Oh, okay. That's... on earth? Not able... I'm being very weird with the jumping there. Okay, hey, the chain, yeah, there we go. Ah, it's not a fruit I would normally use. Bomu Nomi. Now, this is a fruit I would consider using. The bomb fruit. What does it do? It blows everything up. That is his whole thing. Used by Mr. 5, from what I can remember. Yeah, so you can flick your booger and make it explode. You can kick and make it explode. I believe this is the charge up, but we're about to, yep, make that area explode. Excellent. Also, if we want to just quickly fly up here, I need to find new Lanson. I'm destroying everything. We've also got Bomb Fist. Blows up where we punch. And a bomb projectile, which... I think this is one if you fire it out of a gun, so I need an actual, like, a gun for this next one. Like, yeah, sure, take the walker, that'll do. Yeah, there we go. I know, that's a fruit I would use in battle. That's an interesting little fruit. Right, Nomi, the smooth fruit. So let me get two things, it's pretty basic. Basically, you can make your feet all smooth, so you go along the place like it's ice. Cool. Or you can make your skin so smooth the enemies try to hit you and it just slides right off you. It's used by that woman from the very first episode of One Piece that Luffy fought with the club, who becomes, like, attractive and whatnot and loses all the weight. And she says it clears up all her skin. It clears up a lot of stuff with her. She ends up just hanging out with Buggy for some reason. I don't know where she is to this day because I stopped paying attention to her. Oh, Gkg Nomi. So this one's... This is Alvin's fruit. This is Alvin's fruit, right? Like, I think this is Alvin's fruit. We go over here. We boil things. Ah, yes, there we go. We make the water vaporize. Excellent. We can also make our fist all boily, which, yeah, enemies don't enjoy this one if you hit them with it, because it will obviously do a lot of damage and burn them. No. There we go. And then finally, our defensive technique, which I believe just hurts people if they hit us. Wait, is this Alvin's fruit? Gkg Nomi evaporates the water user, hardens this coats the user in a thick stone-like layer that increases the armor of its user. Wait a minute, is this... I'm starting to think this isn't Alvin's fruit. Alright, next up, Nomi. I know, there's two fruits that are very similar. I never remember which is which. I think this one's Alvin's fruit. So who did the other one belong to? I'm not sure. This one makes you go all fiery. That thing's on fire. Got a slight boost. Let's get this one, which I believe lets you, it lets you boil the ocean. I love this fruit for that little thing, because if someone's on a boat, they'll fall out it, and also, they'll fall in the ocean, and they'll burn and die. I've had it done to me before, it's great fun. I've also got a projectile we can shoot out with fire, and then we've got our ultimate technique, which I believe is just a punch. So if we just grab a quick enemy... Bop. Yeah, it just does a little extra damage. I know, I love it for the boiling ocean feature. Like, I think that is awesome. Because you can do that with oven thing. If people are in the water, it does some good work. The Nomi. The slow stuff for it. Used by... Foxy? Slow boom! And make that be slower. Slow sword. And then... Well, I think it's just like a slow fist technique. So, like... Yeah. If I remember correctly, this is just a slow for it. So it just slows things down to hits. Is the idea. I think anyway. Is that what this is? Am I looking at the right thing? Like, shoots a beam of phantom and the opponent, completely slowing them down. Multiple hits stack the slowing effect. Yeah. Okay. So you just keep hitting them and it would tell them. I don't know if it is applying to the Marines. Oh no, it definitely is. This guy's going so much slower now. Oh, imagine just annoying a player with this. Foxy is that type of thing though. He's just got an annoying fruit that just makes him really good at what he does. Also the Gkg Nomi. Let's just fly straight into this next one. What is this? Oh, it's the gourmet fruit. This fruit is so weird, but also so interesting. So, okay. You've got the ability to just eat anything in your inventory. You've got the ability to turn everything around you into cakes. And you use a sword for this ability. Well, I've got ace for this. Oh, what a legendary sword to be using for this exact move. It lets you cut through things and turn it into food. It's, in battle, a pointless skill. For actual survival, immensely useful. You can just create cake. You can just eat I could just eat this sword. Like, yeah, there we go. I've just eaten ace the sword. And turned it into a snack. It's such a weird fruit, but it's such a fun fruit. Alright, Ushishinomi. So, this fruit, I think people were saying this fruit might be from the one with the dragon. It's like a filler episode, like really early on. Where a girl could just make friends and talk to, like, animal, I think that's what people mentioned. Anyway, I don't remember it very much. Basically, though, it allows you to tame animals, it allows you to talk to animals, so they'll tell you when the next lot of rain's gonna happen, and you can talk to animals, and they'll tell you what players have won by recently. So basically, you get free lookouts in the form of whatever pets you have, whether it be parrot, whether it be doggos. Sabi Nomi. This fruit is a bit pointless, in my opinion. Rust skin makes the user immune to attacks received from iron-based items, damaging them in the process. Yeah, okay, I mean, it's alright. It's not exactly, like, you know, nothing. But basically, rust touch, rust the enemy and items equipped to them, and rust iron blocks. It does a thing, but, you know, it's not immensely useful. It's I mean, it can be good against people with very particular swords and stuff, but beyond that, like, you know, it's the rust for it. Next up, Mega Nomi. This one's one of the new ones, and basically, it lets you become big. That's all it does. It lets you become a giant, basically. Cool. The Min Nomi. This one, I believe, is also useless. I believe this is Mr. 2's fruit. It lets you... By hitting another player, the user saves their properties. You can then switch between those save targets. So basically, it lets you look like other players. So it's useless without other players being around to use it on, but... Yeah, if you're playing on a server with other players, you could infiltrate and look like someone else just for either, you know, actual battle purposes or just for the lols of it. The Gkg Nomi. The candy fruit. Actually, it's got a few rooms in it. It's got a few things in it. Like, yeah, I think just using candy wouldn't exactly be anything too special. I mean, it's not. Like, you can make yourself... You can create a candy wave. You can create candy armor. You can create another candy staircase. You can make a wall. You can make a cage if you actually need an enemy for that one. There we go. Candy prison. It's a fun little fruit. It's, you know, it's just one of those fruits that gives you a bunch of utility things, which is neat. Oh, this is one of those weird fruits. This fruit's got like a bunch of weird abilities like the Gkg Nomi. That kind of confuses me. So, life maze. Transfer the damage taken to straw doll in your inventory. Hold on a minute. Is there like a straw doll item I can have? If I type in doll. No. Okay, there we go. So... Use the first technique, creates a straw doll that then would transfer the damage over to that person. Then you get a sword. It's one of those weird phrases that I'm not like... Actually, it's pretty simple. I don't know why, I thought this had other bits to it. Hence why my reaction was, oh my god, it's this fruit. But yeah, basically though, it just gives you an extra life thing, like we saw in the show. Which, pretty powerful in its own way, especially if you do it to, you know, an enemy. Oh, Nomi. Robin's fruit. This is one we played with yesterday, and it was pretty cool. So, basically, it lets you summon arms that you can then use to do various different things. And, I mean, yeah, it can do some fun stuff. So, yeah, you can basically clasp. Just hearts the person. You can make them... you can actually start letting push them. You can make them spin, which will confuse where they're looking. You can use your arms for shields. You can use your arms... If I click... Right. Game! I have to be in the air for this. Yes, I do. You can use your arms for wings, which just gives you a little slow fall effect, and they'll disappear. You can summon giant legs. Yay. Or you can go into overdrive mode, which basically just amps everything up. So, basically, rather than targeting one person, your techniques will now slap multiple people, and spin multiple people, and snap multiple people's backs. It's a pretty powerful fruit. It's pretty awesome. Especially, yeah, the arms wing thing is so cool with the giant legs. Like, I like how this fruit looks. The Gkg Nomi. The heal fruit. It kind of does what it says in the tin. It heals folk. It's kind of its whole thing. So tears. Each time they use this heart, their watering can is filled with tears, which can then be drank to heal themselves. So you got a watering can, you can do that. That's cool. But yeah, so we've got a healing touch. There you go, feel better, mate. I've got healing pulse, and some more folk. We got another healing thing, like, does what it says in the tin. Takes the target's life force, transforming it into a dandelion. Dandelions can be eaten for healing. Yep, here we go. Take the life force for dandelion. Nom. Ushishinomi, the swim for Doflamingo's crew. It lets you swim through the earth and suplex people, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, swim. It lets you swim to the earth. It's basically a better take on Muriel's power. So, that's the thing. But yeah, so then you get the ability to just jump out and hurt folk. We're going to swim again. We're going to swim again. Why are we not swimming? Oh, there we go. I had to take a bit of run for it. There we are. There we go. So now we've got our third technique, which is, I believe, a suplex. Oh, there we go. I dived into the air for this one. Oh, there we go. No, they are with me. Okay, I did the super suplex as the last move, which does work. Just grabbing the folks a bit weird. While swimming, grabs the opponent from the back and launches them into the ground. It's just a bit finicky trying to grab them, but yeah, the swim server is quite fun. It lets you literally swim through the earth. Like, I was a bit confused why I wouldn't go into there. No, you've got to be running while you do it. That was why. I was getting confused. But yeah, you can just stop the ability and just plop back up. Okay, let's go to this one next. The Gkg Nomi, Kuma's fruit. Which, yeah, Yeah, this one's pretty powerful. This is one of the ones I also like to use, and I'm scared of people that have it. So, yeah, I'll summon some marines for this. Let me get ready for this area to get destroyed. So you can pad ho. You can pad away. You can super pad machine gun. You can, yep, there we go. Do a super pad the air technique, which, sorry you guys, you're not gonna be able to deal with Pharaoh. It does take a while to charge up though. So, it gives people ample time to get away. That's if you want to fully charge it, I suppose. There we go. Big effect. Big murder. Also, oh, there we go. So basically, where's the last technique? Oh, it's just, it literally just hits people away as long as they're nearby. So, bloop, there we are. Speaking of fun fruits, Bara Nomi, used by quite the interesting pirate. Buggy the Clown. So, this fruit is really weird. As part of the recent update, it also comes with the passive ability to be slash immune. So, swordsmen have got nothing on you. Why? Because you can split apart your body. So, you can shoot your hands at people. You can do the festivals, you can just send your limbs at folk, and they'll attack folk, which, I don't know why my limbs are still on me. They should have gone away. So that's a bit weird. Never mind. I've got the festival, which is just us. We basically just send our hands out and we grab the person until the timer runs out. We've got the car, which, you break apart your body to make a car. Alright. And the last technique. Not that one. Bloop. It lets you separate from your lower torso. Unfortunately, it does make it a target for everything else, so a lower torso will get attacked. Incredible though, so it arguably should be fine. But yeah, it lets you just fly around the place. You can only go a certain limit away before you end up back on your torso, but it lets you fly, lets you go up. You can then use your other abilities to like grab folk. Alright, next up, Gkg Nomi. This is the karma fruit, yes? Yes, so basically, this fruit, when I go in survival mode for, it converts damage into power. You lot are all running away from me. That's unfortunate. Hit me. There we go. So basically, it takes damage and converts it into raw power, so you get bigger. And then it starts using that as fuel. So when you attack, and you know, it has got an upper limit to 100. So like, you can't just take damage forever and become impossibly powerful. But as you can see, we get bigger, we get stronger. I think we get more armor rating while being in this form. So yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, definitely get more armor rating. Let's go with this one next. The Gkg Nomi. Kids fruit. This is also one of the new ones. I find it a bit confusing. So, some of the stuff makes more sense than others. Some of the stuff's like, yeah, okay, I get how this works and stuff. Then some of it is a bit weird. So, hold on. We're gonna summon some marines first. So, like, they've got all these iron swords and things. Repel. No, wait, hold on. That wasn't repel. Ah, whatever. So, that gives us more iron. You're gonna need a lot of iron for this. Okay, you've also got this, which, yeah. So, that's repel. The other one was attract. Repel makes iron blow away from you, which I assume would work on, like, iron swords. You then get the arm, which, uses a lot of iron in your inventory to create a giant arm. Which, yeah, it's a thing. You can punch people to do extra damage with it. Cool. You've got a gun, which basically lets you shoot iron at your inventory as a projectile. It literally just shoots iron. Like, you need a lot of iron in your inventory to make this work. You've got the iron bill, which, it takes your arm, and that'll break down to iron. Creates this bill. You don't really have much to make control of it. It will take a second to start moving, then once it starts moving, it'll go nuts, and it'll hit things, and then it'll break down to iron when it's done. Cool. And then this last move, which I forget exactly what it does. Damned Punk. Transform the user's arm into a railgun that shoots a projectile with every swing using 32 magnetic projectiles. So you need a lot of iron for this, basically. So hold on, let's get a couple more marines out. Then we're going to Damned Punk. Damned Punk can be used with Punk Gibbison. Is that the arm? Is that this? Is that... Yes, there we go. Creates a railgun, so we're about to shoot a load of projectiles. Yeah, there we go. So now we just we punch, and it shoots projectiles. But as I said, it's gonna take like 32 iron per throw. But you can go pick it back up. It does, like, it doesn't just disappear. But yeah, as long as you've got the iron, basically, you can keep using it until the timer runs out. It's a weird fruit. It just is a very high maintenance. Now, speaking of weird fruits, here's one of the weirdest. Up Nomi. It's one of the coolest as well, to be fair. But yeah, it's also, it ranks in one of those fruits, so it's like, yeah, I don't fully understand these powers. It also got updated to have like a bigger room and stuff, which was cool. But yep, so boom, it's got tons of abilities. Most of it is just hurty people, pretty much. But yeah, so you have to set up room first. There we go, room set up. Then we can go shambles. Or not. Hold on. Shambles. There we go, we switch places with that person. Neat. We've also got the ability to just raise blocks up, then drop them down. Cool. Is there like a... Yep, there we go, shambles group. Just switches places with a load of folks. A lot of people just move around, which I think it just dragged a creeper from underground up. Okay. We've got injection shot. You need a sword for that ability. Well, that's what I've got. Where is the fecker? Oh. Oh, I used the sword. Oh, that's a shame. Alright, injection shot. Blop. Stab. Murdered. We've got... Scalpel thing. Which... Yeah, okay, use your hand for that. Now if it's some more marines. Oh yeah, we also just stole his heart with that. Excellent. So now you can just squeeze until they die. So that's cool. You can just shoot a projectile out. You get counter shock, which, yeah, also takes a heart that's useless. Yeah, if you get the heart of an actual player, you can do some wild things with it. But yeah, it's a fun fruit. If you get them with people within the room, you can just start using shambles to do some weird stuff. So yeah, it's a very powerful fruit. It's a very weird fruit. But yeah, as long as you get people within the range, you can do a lot of things to them. I can see why people enjoy it, but it's one of those fruits that's so complex. I end up not wanting to use it in my Nummy mode. I'm like, give me something simpler. This fruit is just it's too strategic for my taste. But I'm sure people could do some wild things with it, especially if you're outside enemy space and you just want to cover over from and teleport people around and stuff. You could really cause chaos with that fruit. Next up, Gkg Nomi. So this is Whitebeard's fruit, and if I was gonna pick a fruit to play with, this would be very, very high on that list. So you get the ability to punch people and create shockwaves. You get the ability to just do a big smash and create a shockwave. Cool. You can also do a big massive. I think that one just knocked people away. Grab some more people. We've got a big smash. Any second now. There we go. That's so much cleaner than it used to be. So it used to break the blocks underneath you as well. Now it doesn't break the blocks underneath you. Which is cool. Also, wait, which one is it? Yeah, okay. Some of these also have shift abilities. So, sorry, Marines, gonna be sucked to be you guys. If we can shift click to do a straight punch, or we can shift click this one to put it into double mode. So now we'll double smash and destroy the blocks around us. Oh, I like that it leaves a little pillar for you now. That's so nice. Right, and last but certainly not least, the Paramecia fruit that is the Gum Gum fruit. So this is fun. So it's been altered so you can't use all the gears at the same time now, which is probably for the best, because we'll be able to go gear second and third. Well, technically if we did do it, it's probably not a good idea. On top of that, it's got the bouncy passive effects. It makes you use a bounce upon landing, so you shouldn't take fall damage while you get this. But yeah, so get Gun Gun Pistol. Shoots a fist out. A change that has been made is now it uses your skin. So if I do like machine gun, it'll now look like my arms being stretched out. It uses your skin for it. So that's cool. We've got bazooka. Cool. We've got rocket, which lets us grab onto something and fling ourselves if we actually grabbed onto it properly. Cool. We've got gear second. Heats us up. Also, lets us move very fast, very quickly. Yeah, our attacks just get quicker and stronger. Cool. Turn that off. Gear third. Lets us create giant techniques. Doesn't last as long, but you know, does some good work in the time it's on. Ben was the favourite. This is definitely the favourite now. Gear fourth can only be used with full body hockey. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Hockey expo. That one. 100. That gave me the technique. That was the wrong one, feck. Oh, there we go. So you need to get your hockey built for this one. So, full body hockey. Gear. Fourth. Bounce man. Yes. So now, well, you're bounce man. This is me just doing regular flight. Basically, you can just hold and you can just fly as him. You'll sit and bounce in place. On top of that, your move's slightly alter. So you've got like, you know, your pistol in that. Looks different, bim. Rocket now becomes Kong Gun. So your fist now goes huge. Until you're ready to fire it. Let's give it a second. There we go, charging up. Kong Gun, full power. Oh, excellent. Also, yeah, you've got things like Bazooka and stuff as well. So you can still do the normal techniques. And yeah, the bounce man, I love the fact that it's bounce man. I really hope they add Snake Man eventually. Because bounce man looks ridiculous. Which is the whole point of it. It's meant to look silly. That is brilliant. It's like silly brilliance. On top of that, yes, so when you run out of energy, you get a lot of negative buffs. Because obviously, you're all worn out. But yeah, Luffy's fruit is so cool in this. I love it. Right, and finalement, we have got the Logias. So, there were, what, 15 zones. There were then, what, 50, what did I say, 52? 52 Parameces. There are 10 Logias in total. So wait, 10, 25, there's 72 in total. So 6 or 7, it's 57. There's 57 Paramecias, 15 zones. There are 10 Logias, and each one of them are very powerful. I think just about all of them got edited in the latest update to either be slightly more balanced. Some of them got like little changes here and there for how certain moves and things look. A bunch of them got their power and destructibility over, because some of them were absurdly strong, we shall say. So we're going to start with this one, Gkg Nomi. So, Caesar Clown's fruit. Is it Caesar Clown? Is his name Clown? Like Buggy the Clown, but like not, but no idea. Anyway, so this one, while you've got it, it gives you flight. So we can go in survival mode. And we can still fly. We turn the bottom of our body into gas. I think it did it so the flight's slightly quicker now. And just about all of them, the flight, we can fly higher. Because before you were very limited in your flight, how far you could go. But anyway, so what have we got? We've got a gas projectile that will hurt things if it hits. We've got gas. Wait, what was that? Yeah, it's Gascanet. Okay. We got Gascanet, more laser type thing. Create a sword that we can hit things with, which I think is maybe like a blue flame sword. They're all running away from me because I'm in survival. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Hold on. Oh, but no, I want to be able to see the fly. I guess we're just going to have to deal with it. Okay, go away, swords. What am I doing? I'm doing some kind of gas thing. No idea. What was that technique? Removes oxygen around the user, suffocating and weakening everyone in the vicinity. Oh, is that all? Okay, fair enough. Also, there we go. Oh. Our super gas form. Powering up our techniques. Wow. Yeah, so basically you can do Caesar's thing where he made himself large and gas filled. Which, yeah, will power up some of your techniques to make them better. On top of that, the gas fruit has the ability to take potions that you're holding and, like, do wild stuff with them too. So that would be fun. Okay, let's give this a try. There we go. So we went big. It took our potion that we had. And yeah, it's applying poison everyone because I was holding a potion of poison. Yeah, it lets you take potions that just applies that effect into your gas. I think that's really neat. It means you could be helpful to people you wanted. You could send out waves of healing if you fancied it. Or you could send out waves of strength, or waves of poison, or waves of blindness, or waves of night vision. Like, so many fun things you can do with this fruit. Okay, we're going to do this one next, the Gkg Nomi. This is Smoker's fruit, and same deal as Caesar's fruit. It lets you fly. Which, I don't think there's too many of the fruits that lets you actually do that. Like, you'd think more of them might, but, like, Ace's fruit, for example, I would assume could maybe let you fly, because they're on fire, but no, not really. But yeah, so you get Logia invulnerability, because most Logias can't get hurt by physical attacks unless there's sea stone nearby, or hockey, or some elemental attacks. Like, if someone uses Ace's fire, that still will hit a bunch of the Logias. But yeah, so, elemental flight. Let me fly, game! Why is it not letting me fly? What the fuck? Oh, because it turned off. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can turn it off if you want. You can make yourself vulnerable if you fancy it. But yeah, so, go back into things off. We grab some marines. We've got white out, which, yeah, grabs people and covers them in smoke. And there's that. Can shoot more projectiles to chase folk. Can throw ourselves at them. Just send out waves of smoke to capture people. Because it's smoke ray captures folk. That's a thing. That one seems to be hurting folk. Yep, that one seems to... I think I grabbed him. Uh-oh. Alright, there we go. Yeah. What was that one that was yeah, you get like white snakes around nearby enemies to smoke, white blow rush, shoots clouds of smoke to engulf the enemies and trap them. White grab, yeah, fires both fists at the enemy and lifts them, moving them around according to your movements. That one seemed to like break the game slightly there, so that was the thing. I've also got, yeah, white pill, and then... Or was the last one there? What did that just do? Smoke launch. Launches on nearby entities surrounded by smoke into the sky. Oh, wait, so you're supposed to use that in conjunction with... Which technique was it? Not that one. Not that one either. Oh, wait, turn that off. That broke the game last time. Back. There we go. Yeah, that one sent out waves of smoke. Unfortunately, all the enemies are sort of running away from us, so I can't really, like... It's a lot harder to do this and none of the Marines want to stand and fight. They all want to run away. So, like, yeah, that's... It's a bit harder. Right, grab him. There we go. And we just launch him into the air. Ah, so just makes him float. Easy, Ozy. Oh, yeah, of course. Now that I'm not gonna delve for it, they want to fight. Anyway, Nomi. Really? You still want to fight? Surprising. Anyway, I've now made of sand, though, so you can't really hurt me, mate. We'll create little sand particles, though. So that's fun. The sand fruit is very interesting. You get stronger being in an actual desert or beach. You get elemental flight and vulnerability, so yeah, you can turn the bottom of your body into sand. And yeah, you can do some fun stuff, so it can be used while you're on the ground. Okay. Oh, I just destroyed that chunk of ground. Oh, I just destroyed him because he's on the ground. But a lot of his fruit powers are based on taking the moisture out of things. You can create a sand tornado, which basically is supposed to move the way you're wherever you're looking. So that's cool. Can turn ourselves into a tornado, essentially. Bloop. Can send out a wave of sand to hurt folk. I believe it's... Need target for this one. Do we now? Okay. Blop. Oh, there we go. Grab him and suck all the moisture out of him. Excellent. We've got this, which turns the entire area into sand. And then we've got this, which turns into quicksand. Is that all the abilities, or were there more ones? Oh, no. Yep, there's more ones. Hold on. Grab that really quick. If it'll let us. Aye! Oh, yeah, no, I can't while it's cooling down. That would explain. But yeah, so if enemies spawn and stuff, they will sink to their demise. Excellent. And, yeah, the last technique. I guess this is a shield, actually. This just protects us from things. Then blast folk away. Okay, I think that was all the ones I had to be in creative mode for, so I could, like, you know, see all them. Because I could see them flying, basically. That was the reason I had to be in that mode. Next up, the Gkg Nomi, aka the snow first. So, gives you the power of a snow. Not really an element you think would be really great, but as we saw on the show, you can take just about anything and turn it great. But yeah, you get Logia and vulnerability with that. Cool. And essentially, create snow domes / igloos. Shoot little snow rabbits at people, which does cover them in snow and slow them down. And create a shield. Oh yeah, and you can move through snow freely. That's a fun little bit. I don't know when that got added. I don't think that used to be a thing. It's really cool that did get added though, because it means you're not trapped in your own fucking fruit. Yeah, I got a snow wall, which then you can just move through. And I imagine this fruit's also gonna be stronger if you're in a snow biome. But yeah, you can also just essentially the snow version of the Ice Age. You just send a wave of snow out that freezes people and stuff. Cool. Mira Nomi. Ice's fruit. So, fire powers. Very handy. It's also very destructive. That's how it works. This is one of the ones that I thought it would have flight, because for me, I always thought, sure, Ace didn't really fly, but surely he'd be able to. Nah, it's not really a thing. But yeah, so you can send out a flaming fist. You can send out a flaming finger gun. You can send out the fireflies, the green little fireflies. They'll just randomly explode on people. Cool. There is big fireball technique, which just pick a direction you want to nuke, essentially, and yeah, you're just gonna throw like a miniature sun at it. Excellent. It's just wild some of the things you can do with this. You can just send yourself forward and destroy everyone. Cool. Are you on the ground for this? Wonder. Oh no, it's pressing the wrong thing, that'd be why. Neat. I can create a flame shield. Nice. And then finally, we've got a flame tornado, which actually is summoned around you. So enemies go near it will get hurt. And I can't move while I'm doing this, but creates a fire tornado. Ace's fruit. I wouldn't say it's one of the strongest Logias, but like, you know, it's pretty good. You know what? I'm saving that one there for last. Going with the Gkg Nomi next. Gkg Nomi, the Ice Fruit. So, Gkg? Is that Gkg? I'm bad at remembering the names, but anyway. So you get invulnerability with him, you also get the ability to Frostwalk. So if I go over near water, whop. Rather than being stuck falling in the water, you just decide, nah, you're gonna freeze the water instead. But yeah, so you can shoot ice projectiles out, which model-wise, I think they've had an upgrade, because I think they look cooler than before. Not entirely sure. We've also got Ice Age, which is a busted move that ruins people's bases, because it basically turns all the blocks nearby into ice blocks. As you hard freeze everything nearby. It's a very powerful ability for what it can do. Got a nice Gkg lock technique, which, unfortunately, yeah, it doesn't look like I can move through the ice. That is a damn shame, because it would have been killed if I could open a round. I've got an Ice Saber, that just does damage. If you hit people with it. Got a nice cage, which, there we go. Just entraps people. You've got the birds. There we go. Big birds. I missed with it, though. And then you get the ability just to summon ice balls in the air to drop down and smash folk with. Blop. Kind of missed, though, so I didn't really do as much. Gkg Nomi, aka the Light Fruit. Arguably one of the most powerful fruits. Like, this fruit's insane with stuff it can do. Technically, but yeah, you get Logian vulnerability. Cool. You get light mirror things, so basically lets you teleport. It gives you a rough idea where you're going to go to. Shoot out light projectiles. You can have a light sword. You can shoot out... Blop. Yep, there we go. Very targeted shot there. Also have... Wait, oh no. That was not what I meant to press, but whatever. We've done it now. Guess we'll just summon people and just quickly... It turned off, never mind. I was gonna say you get the ability to blind folk. Cool. There's this one. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Wait, what? Well, you get light speed punch. Hold on. What is this last technique? Light acceleration. The user accelerates his attacks by converting into light for impact. Okay, so that is literally our light punch. It is converting our punches. Okay. I wasn't entirely sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sadly, light fruit's not one I end up going with very often. But anyway, Nomi, a fruit I would definitely not use. Not because it's bad, just because the sheer destructive abilities of it are insane. So, yeah. So what does it do? Well, it lets you share magma. You can literally just wreck the place by shooting lava everywhere. Like, a place very quickly becomes unusable because you've converted everything into lava. Like, Ice Age is pretty bad too. Ice Age covers the place in ice and converts block into ice. That's pretty annoying. That's pretty bad. That's, you know, it's gonna wreck bases and things forever. Yeah, then there's this fruit that just covers it in lava. You think ice is bad. And it is, but like, yeah, then you get the ability to like literally convert the places you're walking into lava, like. It's a fruit I wouldn't normally use unless I really hated someone. And now on to what is... Okay, it probably was the most powerful fruit in the mod. It's been massively nerfed, and for good reason. It was far too powerful. So basically, this fruit is absurdly good. On top of that, again, a new thing, Volt Amaru, which I believe requires a bit of armor. You now need the drums. So they now provide some armor and stuff. You put them on your back so you can actually use the technique. But yeah, so basically, gives you a teleport technique. Now, the teleport technique is no longer instant. It's, well... Yeah, it basically points to where you're going to go and then sends you there. Cool. I've also got the ability to shoot a lightning projectile down. So give it a second. There we go. I think I got nerfs, so it's not as strong. It's still pretty powerful, though. Then we've got our third technique, which, I guessed it. It's going to summon more lightning. Well, smaller, though. Small little bow. This technique, which, is this the big one? No, that's the one that just shocks everyone nearby. Yeah, okay, that's not too bad. That's not. The big one is probably that very dangerous looking one over there. I just used it. Okay, here comes the big one. So it creates storm clouds above the area as it's about to bring down the thunder. Yeah, there we go. So, it's like half the size it used to be. Which is still, it's still a lot. Like, it's still a lot, but yeah, okay, it's not as bad as it used to be. Its damage also get nerfed a bit, so it's not as powerful too, but I mean, it's still powerful enough that you're fighting against most opponents, you're gonna kill them, like, because it's absurd. Also, the technique I was trying to use, Lightning Bolt! Just a great technique. And then the last technique, which I haven't used. Wasn't expecting that, okay. So what does this do? I believe it powers up your lightning. I believe it powers up your lightning, so you become a floating blob of lightning. Hold the bus. Let's have a read at this. Transform the user into a powerful lightning giant, massively boosting physical attributes and lightning attacks. Can only be used when you get the drums to your back. So that's new. I believe in exchange, though, they took out the ability to restart your heart. Because this used to be nearly unkillable with this fruit. Because when you start someone's heart, they would start their own heart again using their lightning, and then blow up. I believe that's no longer a thing, if I remember reading the changelog correctly. They just straight removed that, which is probably for the best, because when you did that, you would explode and destroy everything around you. But and the person that killed you. So, like, you became nearly unstoppable with this fruit. It was just so goddamn powerful. And alright, finally, the last fruit. Now, I've still got the lightning fruit, because this is the Yummy Nomi. Yummy Nomi can be eaten with an arrow fruit. It's Nummy fruit lets you eat on top of an arrow fruit. Busted. So yeah, basically you gain extra devil fruit abilities, so you can just have 2 devil fruit abilities. And the Yummy fruit it's not one I would typically use very often. I don't really use most of its moves, but it is pretty powerful when you start using it. But yeah, so if you just... So we don't really know the deal with the Yummy Nomi yet. Also, so okay, this is the dark hole technique thing. So what this does now, it absorbs everything, but rather than it just suddenly appearing around you, it spreads out. So it gives people a chance to get away, essentially. So that's the thing. Anyway, then we've got Liberation, which, what is that, throwing the stuff that gets zombed in out, or what did that just do? Hold on, let's have a quick read. So we get Black Hole, you use the spreads darkness over the area. It suffocates and engulfs everyone inside. Black Road, the user spreads darkness forward path. Ah, okay. Liberation, the user sucks up any darkness they've placed and expels anything sucked up. Then we get this bomb, which puts people in. Dark Matter launches a ball of darkness that engulfs the opponent. And Black Cloud, the user spreads the power of surrounding blinding enemies nearby. So, okay, let's summon some people. Let's suck up all the darkness we've made. There we go. So it sucked up all the blocks. I guess it's going to expend it. I don't know where it just expended it to, but alright. I used to chuck them places, but yeah. 14 which sucks people in. So it grabs person, pulls person to you. Could be really useful in a fight. We've got this, which just shoots a black ball, engulfs someone in darkness. Neat. And then the last one. Blop. Just summons pillars everywhere. I think the pillars do target where people are, though. Like, it's such a weird fruit, but, like, it's just, the whole idea of it is just engulfing people and suffocating them and blinding them. Like, yeah, blind enemies and creates pillars of darkness. So apparently there were enemies around here. Maybe some of them were underground. I don't know. It's such a weird fruit. It's also a pretty damn powerful fruit. So, yeah. But I love this. I love this new look of just the spreading darkness, just engulfing everything. I think this is really cool. But yeah, that's all the outfits. All 72 of them. Unless I missed some, please don't tell me I missed any. I think I got them all. But yeah, I've been recording for a while now. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video like this. It's gonna be really long, and thank you to anyone who sat and watched through it, I guess. But yeah, if you want to take a look at all the devil fruits and what they can do and stuff, there is a thing for it. For the most part. Obviously, some of them got extra little bits that I probably didn't go over. And if you want to add any little neat little features that I missed in the comments, please do. Because it's always nice to have lots of information. And sometimes it's stuff that I didn't even know about. So, because it's had a lot of updates. It's got a lot of outfits. So, it's almost certainly I don't know all the features. Almost certainly. But I've been wanting to do this since I started reviewing the Magnum mod. I've been wanting to do a video just talking about all the devil fruits and what they can do. And just getting that fun with play with them. And then, I don't know why, but just after 20 more devil fruit spiders, I'm like, yes, now is the time. Now is the time I should play a video making all of, just going over all the fruits. Now there's been an additional 20 to talk about. 72 devil fruits. I love this mod. I can't wait to see what all the devil fruits they add in the future. But yeah, let us know, what devil fruits would you like to see get added in as time goes by? Because obviously we've had some really interesting fruits showing up as time goes by, and some of them are obviously, like, I used to think, like, how would they add that? How would they even do that? Like, Big Monster, how would they even do that? With the stuff they've done in this mod, I don't fully believe they could probably do Big Monster, like, really well. I can't wait to see like Sakaido's fruit, the nine-tailed fox fruit, the wolf fruit, just things like that. Like I can't wait to see some of the models and stuff because like everything's been looking so good lately. Everything's just been they've been upgrading things to make it look better. Again, this is just such an amazing mod. I love it, and I cannot wait for it to move to 1.16.5. Where we can have some fun adding some other mods in with it. So yeah. Anyway, this has been the Nomi mod. Just going through the fruits because why not? It was a thing to do. Thank you all very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you next time for whatever random thing I end up doing next. Go! Bye everybody. Also, just want to say a quick thank you to all of the channel members for the extra support, and a special thank you and shout out to our late members, the joining members Austin Quinsonberry, Sebastian Ramsey, Alexander01, Bold Reaper, and Isaac Washington, and our ANBU members GoldDragon, MonsterQ, Hollow the Void, and animeboy Cross Sands 75. Thank you all very much for the extra awesome support.